Alright, yeah, welcome back to some more Magic Arena, and today we're going to be taking a deep dive into some more Magic Brawl and a little bit of a Twitch highlight for you guys. So, a couple of days ago we played on stream a interesting little Klothy God of Destiny? Yeah, that's the one. God of Destiny deck. Now, usually when you think Gruul, you think big, green, red beatdown. So I wanted to kind of switch things up a little bit because recently I've been playing around with Klothy and I noticed it was almost a little bit of a control tool anyway. As the game goes on long, this thing racks up a lot of damage and delays the game like crazy as well with the final ability there. The specific one, at the beginning of your pre-combat main phase, you exile a card from a graveyard. If it was a land, add some green or red. Otherwise, gain 2 life and deal 2 damage to each opponent. So I was winning with that in Historic, and I wondered about actually putting it into a Brawl deck as well, and building a deck around it. So instead of a Gruul beatdown deck, which this does have a little bit of a beatdown side to things, you can't completely take the Gruul out of Gruul after all. We're actually kind of going for a Spells Matter and making this almost Gruul control. So a lot of the cards in this deck are going to be removal pieces and interaction essentially. So we got our Perforos' Intervention, Triumphs, Coils, things like that. A little bit of ramp here and there just to make sure that we can pump out some big stuff, because on our top end we do have some big things like Ravager Worm, which ends up being a nice beatdown threat that removes a creature, so really going into that control style of things. We've got Chandra, Awaken Inferno, again adding that inevitability if we're racking up Klothy pings and Chandra emblem pings as well. We're going to end the game pretty soon. And Eugene, obviously, if you're going to be doing a control deck, he ends up being in there most of the time. So other than that though, we're going to be just running a lot of removal. As we mentioned, we've got some swipes in here. Some sweepers. We got some Storm's Wraths and Flame Sweep. This is the one that threw me off with my words. They're going to be able to clear the board a little bit. Other than that though, you know, we end up having our finishers, things like Arasta, really good against the instant and sorcery decks because we just get to go wide with that. Questing Beast and Shifting Ceratops just really powerhouse cards. You kind of have to run them if you're running Gruul, to be honest. So, you know, as much as I absolutely hate Questing Beast, he needs to be in here, which is a shame. Got Grumgully in here for the memes, Voracious Hydra for some fighting and some end game potential, and that's about really all I think I need to go in with this deck. We're going to be showcasing some highlights from the Twitch streams. If you want to check out the Twitch streams, there is a link down in the description of this video below to my Twitch page. Make sure to go and hit the follow button over there. And if you are new to the channel as well, hitting that like button and subscribing helps out engagement quite a lot, because unfortunately with this whole quarantine thing, YouTube is officially my full-time job, as it's the only thing that makes me any money, and it doesn't really make me that much money. So any engagement I'd greatly appreciate nonetheless. And without further ado, let's showcase some games. I've got some doozies for you guys, so hopefully you enjoy. This video is brought to you by the generous support of our wonderful patrons and channel members that you see here. If you'd like to support the channel and get access to cool content like sneak peeks, bonus videos, polls on future content, or access to a personal deck critique from myself every month, then hit the join button below the video or check out the Patreon link down in the description below. With all that said, let's get into the gameplay. Yeah, I'm a little tired of 5 color good stuff decks. I don't know. They're fun to pilot. I mean, I've played plenty of Niv-Mizzet in my time. I'm just bored of seeing them, to be honest. We're going to keep this one. We've got turn 2 good stuff. So if they have like a Gilded Goose, we can slap it right out of the battlefield. Temple of Enlightenment. Alrighty then. Alright, give me a forest. Boop. So, I think we're just slopping down a good old Tome of Legends. Hoping that we draw a land that is untapped so I can play Klothy. That'd be lovely. Alseed of Life's Bounty. Alrighty then. I suppose we could wait a little bit on Klothy since it's not gonna do anything right now. And instead go for draw a card and probably just stomp the outside. So now with Storm's Wrath now as well, if I really want to. And now I've got land and I've got creature to drain. Are those a non-foil art unthingamajigabobbers? Yes, it is indeed. Yeah, they're really sweet. I love these. They're my new default. Alright, let me drop down Klothy. Hopefully. I think I'm getting counterspelled. Please don't. Usually it's only Frilled Mystic and Tail's End, but this time they have Thassa's Intervention. Womp womp. Alright, let's just thin the deck. Probably should have waited a little bit, because I don't know whether I'll be questing Beasting or Storm's Wrathing. I'm going to assume I'm questing Beasting. I can always fix with the Field of Ruin, but yeah, I should have waited on that one to see what our opponent did first. Anyone else able to set the quality lower than 1080p? I imagine it's probably because Twitch is overloaded right now. If you imagine the sheer amount of people who are trying to stream, it's going to be quite large. Alright, I think I'm going to go with Klothy. Because next turn I have X4 Voracious Hydra off of the land I exile. It's buffering like every 10 seconds. Oh, really? Oh, that sucks. Yeah, not really sure what I can do about that one. That's, I think, a Twitch problem more than anything. Must be first world internet then. I mean, yeah. Everyone's stuck at home. It's like for the past 3 days that we've been stuck at home. Oh my goodness. Ah, Smutty Dragon. Because I'm honest, and that's just the English way. Thank you very much, Dragon, for the 10-month streak of subscriptions. Can we get some squee hype, please, for our returning member to the Madhouse? Truly an insane individual, it seems. Alright. I could actually stomp and just get rid of, like, an Alcide or something like that. I think I'll just take their land, but not their freedom. We'll go green. I'll get to my train of thought in a moment. Don't you worry. Fight, 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 fight. Yeah. I'm actually going to shock here because I got the Tome of Legends ready to go. Yeah, train of thought. Anyway, for the past few days, I'm assuming it's because everybody's been using the internet, being stuck at home. But I actually cannot access the internet from 9 AM until about 5 PM. My internet just flickers constantly. And I'm pretty sure it's because everybody's stuck at home just Netflixing all day. Even one of my neighbors called me and asked me if my internet was down, because it's happening to them as well. It's absolutely crazy. See, it kind of hinders my ability to do my job, but, you know, it is what it is. Alright. Let's do this. Activate an ability. Escape to the wilds. Alright, this is where we start the drain game. Drain the main vein. I forgot I put this song in the playlist. Alright, Anax. Protect me from all things deadly. And then we'll play a Bone Crusher Giant. I think this is too much for them to really fight. Didn't really do the math on my devotion there, but could have got in for another 4 points, it seems. It's a 1-1 now. And that's very rude, isn't it? That's just very rude. And a Prison Realm. I guess that's going after Anax. Could go after Voracious Hydra, because it'll obviously come back as nothing. But Anax is going to do a lot of damage. Alright. Devotion is too low. Oh. Oh, they've had enough. Fantastic. I actually wasn't sure if it kept that devotion part. Doesn't Transmutation say that it loses all text? Loses all abilities and is a blue frog with base power 1. Yeah, I guess it's... I thought it was an ability. It's a bad ability, but... Because it's kind of like... Blood Sun makes lands lose all abilities, so you can play Lotus Field without the negative, but that's more of an ETB thing, really, I guess. I really don't know on that one. Alright, so we have a decent enough hand. We're up against Ashiok Nightmare Muse, so we're going to be getting controlled. If I can stick this Klothys for long enough, though, it should be good. I think turn 3 Klothys resolving, especially us being on a play as well, it really means that they have to have, like, Tail's End in their hand. Otherwise they're in a bit of trouble. Let's go Wolfwillow Haven on the Guild Gate. And then it's Klothys time. Just get it down early. Hey, it's Grumgully. Alright. Give me stuff to do, opponent. So if they play instant and sorceries, I'm basically going to drain them too. That's how this is going to go. Chromatic Lantern. Okay. I think we just Gifted Paradise, right? I think we just Gifted Paradise. Alright, so we've got 3, 4... Atris. Okay. Let's do... that. I'm sure they wouldn't be against the lands, though, to be fair. This ability that causes it to stop being a creature still applies if appropriate. Oh. Well, there we go. We've learned something new today. Alright. Get drained. It actually would have been beneficial for us to encourage them to put a land in the graveyard, I guess, because now I would be able to Eugene at this point. Instead, I think I'm just going to go Grumgully Scorching Dragonfire. Though we could guarantee Eugene next turn with Escape to the Wilds, but we'd lose a lot of cards that way. I think it's just Grumgully kill Atris. Die. Alright. Funnily enough, I searched for gods in general, but I got the Gatherer page of Klothys. Huh. I guess they encountered this issue at some point and just needed to know. I'd like to point out that our devotion is 6 and we've barely put anything on the board, really. So these auras on my lands are really doing some work. Alright, drain you. Good stuff. Is this a fight scenario? Could be. If it's a fight scenario, I want to do that now. But I almost want to test them to see if they block Grumgully. They're going to, though, right? They're going to. Alright. Green. This is an X3. Which is actually a 4 because of Grumgully. Good stuff. Grumgully. I hate it when he does that. It's so annoying. Fight, 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 fight. I think we're getting unsummoned. Disfigure. Okay. Perfectly timed disfigure there. Ashiok goes down to 3, so Ashiok has to die in order to bounce. And now we've got some spells to do some Klothy shenanigans. Yeah, I doubt they changed it for Theros. That would be really weird. If they were going to do it at all... Ooh, look at all them lands. If they were going to do it at all, they would have done it for the original Theros, Spawn of the Gods. Gods, I would imagine.
All your fears are given for.
Alright, eat your stuff. So we can go Ravager Worm, Haste, fight the Eternal Token. We have enough to kill Ashiok. I'm loving this, by the way. This is great. Haste. Animate. Fight this one. Should probably actually fight, what's the Madubury? This one instead, so that they don't get the exile, but does it really matter? Who knows? Alrighty then, Ashiok is down. They now cost 7. And all of my bounces do something other than Klothys, I guess. Drown in the Loch. Alright, still Devotion 7. All the pips. Ooh, that one's a tough one. Don't know how we're gonna kill that. It's gonna be a struggle to kill that one. Alright, I'm dinging you. What say you? Okay. Eugene, do your thing. I just love how we're kind of constantly answering our opponent here. Ooh, Surveil. If you don't like them cards, fill up your graveyard. That was it. They liked it enough. Alright, so I could swing, but if they kill Ravager Worm, Klothys goes off. If I attack with Klothys and they kill the Ravager Worm, I'm going to lose Eugene. I think I just want the... Well, there's really no security in that, is there? I guess I go with the swing then. I think if they have any interaction for either of these, I'm going to lose Eugene anyway. Even if I hold both back. Ashiok. Yeah, now they can do like a bounce.
I wonder if you're brave enough.
A bounce or kill Eugene. You're going back to hand, my friend. We will exile... Slaying Fire, perhaps? I could actually see getting rid of Klothys and putting it back in the command zone. Then I don't have to exile anything. And give our opponent the thinking, because I'm not sure on that one. It's a tough one. I don't think it's Escape to the Wilds because it's too much card advantage. I need some interaction. Maybe it's Anax. Yeah, I guess it's Anax. God dang it, Haywood. There goes Eugene. What do we just lose then? These two. Ooh, shifting Ceratops. Alright, well, the price of your crime is that you lose Ashiok once again. And then we will play Klothys with Slaying Fire Adamant open. We're at 36? Good lord, this is kind of the dream. This is what I hoped for this deck. When I had the original idea, was that we would just constantly answer our opponent's stuff and slowly drain them out over 9,000 turns. Command the Dreadhorde, eh? Eugene and Grumgully. The double team. You're at 6. I mean, you're dead now, right? I think our opponent just killed themselves. So, they exile some cards, sure. And then I hit them for 4. And then Klothys kills them? Thanks, opponent? Okay. That was very brave. They went a little bit too hardcore on there. If they'd have just simply left Grumgully out, they might have been okay. And then we had to light up the stage. We were going to, like, shifting Ceratops with haste as well, though. So at the end of the day, like, we had a turbo hand ready to go. That was perfect. We just had everything we needed at all times. Good lord. I like this deck. Krenko. Krenko should just die real easy in this deck. I think we keep this. We don't have Adamant with Slaying Fire, but we only need Slaying Fire. Hello, opponent. Torch Courier. So we're going Gobos then, I guess. That's a good card. Command Tower Goo. Yeah, so our turn 3 is going to be Slaying Fire. So we're going to be playing Klothys a little slowly. But I think that's fine. If you don't have anything to exile with Klothys, it's not exactly going to do anything anyway. Arcane Signet. Alrighty then. We'll play a Mountain and say go. Are you tempted to play your Krenko? They are. Oh, and they're going to go Torch. Oh, maximize velocity. Oh, boy. That's pretty good. I'm going to need a sweeper now. Otherwise, I'd probably lose. Huh. Well, must murder before getting out of hand occurs. Yeah, that's a thing, alright. I mean, we got the big booty brigade, so I think we'll be okay. Can lead off with Torbrand first, since we don't have the double green guaranteed. It's a terrible commander. Yeah, I love this card. I will not really play it outside of a hyper meme, to be honest. I think I'm going to lose, though. That's usually what Krenko does, is you get the hand where Krenko gets to get in for damage, and you hope that you're lucky enough that they don't have an answer, which at this current point in time, I don't have an answer. So I think we're going to go Locket, Coil, Warboss. Because it's just going to produce more dudes. Yeah, it's real fun when it goes off. When you can just, like, shove loads of pump spells all over it and just make these boards out of nowhere, it's really good. So if I could resolve Klothy here, that would be great. But I think I'm going to die long before that actually happens. Because I do have my Lava Coil in the graveyard and Slaying Fire, so that's like 4 points of life that I can gain back, but I'm just going to die. I'm just already dead, aren't I? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it leaves me with 3 mana, and I can play Spellbreaker to block. Ooh. I guess I can play Spellbreaker to block. Go up to 10. Put a counter on it so it has a better chance of surviving. And then hope we can do something. I can kill Chandra with a Questing Beast and add to the board. The problem is that Krenko can come down here. I don't know if they'd play it, though, into Spellbreaker. I think, yeah, they'd probably rather play big boys. And hope for the best. That gains haste. Okay, it's also getting blocked.
Don't worry, I brought company.
I am at 3. I need a sweeper right now. They gain 1 red. Oh, well, actually, it's based off of not combat damage. How many they discard? So if they've got... They could discard all 3 and try for something like Slaying Fire. Four mana. Ferocity of the Wilds. Great. Great. Better lucky than good. Oh no, they've got 5. Oh, I was going to say they are 1 mana short of Krenko plus maximize velocity. But they got it. That means I lose now. Yup. That's unfortunate. We were really close to stabilizing. I think we probably still lose being that drastically low on life, but still. It was a nice top deck nonetheless. Alright, let's go again. No 5-color good stuff. It's Chulainn again. Okay, well we Ruffle Stomped Chulainn last time, so can we Ruffle Stomp them again? That'd be reet good. Hello? Magic Arena? Are you functioning? I think the game might have been broken. Oh, there we go. Alright. Hand looks good enough. So I think we're going to keep it. This not impressing me much. Oh. So we're going to crack the Fable Passage so we have a land ready to go for Klothy right off the bat. Which is going to be lovely. Actually, no, we're going to go Evolving Wilds since it's the guaranteed tap land. And then it's not really going to matter which one we go with because we got the Fable Passage to be the doubles of whatever we need. So I'll just grab a Forest. I think I'm sooner going to need double green for Voracious Hydra, but again, not really going to matter because we're going Signet next turn anyway. Tap lands. Do you have a Gilded Goose? You do. Thrill of possibility, eh? Alright. Signet. So we can use Klothy next turn to go into Ravager Worm, I think. Which is not going to be too bad. So let's go Klothy. Play a Mountain. Pass the turn. Play Chulainn. Play Chulainn. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. That's the stuff right there. Oh, you love to see it. Alright, Klothy, you know what to do. Give me that green. We are gonna crack a Fabled Passage so we have the extra mana next turn. Should we want it? I think we do, because we got an X spell right here anyway. And we're gonna go boop, Ravager Worm. Oh yeah. I think we're going. I could see both being good actually. Let's go haste. It's big enough. Fight Chulainn. I think the counter matters quite little, to be honest. And now our devotion is 5. We are 2 devotion away from animating Klothy, so we've got to keep that in mind. That we can actually fight a thing and get a 4-5 in play. I think I want to save this though, honestly. All the mana dorks. Yeah, I think I want to save this for Chulainn. I think that will be lovely. Alright, I will have some red, please. And yeah, Finale of Promise has a grand total of 0 things to target. So I think we go with the Akroan War. I'm gonna go land. Then we can go Locket Akroan War. Steal Leafkin Druid, animate Klothy, give us lots and lots of mana, and also force our opponent to use their mana dorks, otherwise they lose them to swinging at our stuff. This is great. Loving this. Alright. So what do you do now? They've got so little mana. The using of the food with the Gilded Goose was definitely less than ideal for them. I wonder if we just go for huge... Oh, well, not going to need to do it now. Huge Voracious Hydra and then just double its counters. Our opponent taps out, and then we've got a big swing back on. That was pretty sick. I like this deck. This deck's pretty cool. We'll do one more game, and then we'll switch things up. But this is a doozy. Zombie Minotaur Warrior. Is that what what's his face is? The card that we just saw? The... God, what's his name now? I've already forgotten it. It was that important. We're gonna keep this one. This is fine. The Almond Cat Minotaur. Who has returned from the dead. It doesn't matter. Neheb! There we go, that's the one. Is he a Zombie Minotaur Warrior? I think he is. Alright, they got the Arcane Signet. But so do I. Your advantage has been lost, my friend. Winged Words. Alright, now we get to slap down Klothy, and it's going to be pretty difficult for our opponent to deal with that. We've got Ramp and we've got Drain now, thanks to Fabled Passage. Good stuff. Play a Forest, pass the turn. There's Kaikar, which we can Slaying Fire if we want to. Or we could get down Eugene. That's a tough one. I think we go Eugene. So it's getting some mana. It doesn't really matter. Play the Mountain, play Eugene. I don't know if we minus... We could just have our Eugene stomped. He's going to go to 2 and get stomped potentially anyway, so I suppose might as well kill their commander. Alright, you out of here. Okay. We got Hasty Spellbreaker, we got Anax. Doing all sorts of nonsense. I think we can't lose this game. I love saying that, so I can just be immediately proven wrong. Brazen Borrower resets my Eugene. I mean, okay. We'll just eat that out of your graveyard. Oh my goodness. Hello, my friend. How is it going? It's been a while. Alright. It's Eugene time. Let's get him going. Crow and War, eh? How's the quarantine going? Chemist's Insight. I'm gonna eat that. Oh, jumpstart cards against the Klothy deck. You must feel so bad. The value, it's just so good. A proliferate thing. Okay. Well, goodbye jumpstart card. Get drained. Too much wine, too many sweets, too little toilet paper. Oh boy. We already kind of had a fair amount of toilet paper, so we never really had to worry about that kind of thing. Alright, I don't care about this Grateful Apparition. It looks terrible, to be completely honest. I think our opponent's playing Jeskai Flyers with maybe a control side game. Let's just go Anax Spellbreaker, I think, and just really wipe the floor with them. We can actually go Wolf Willowhaven first. Into Spellbreaker with Haste. Oh. Oh, this deck. Oh my god. It's so good. Oh, why is this deck so good? I don't know. You play what you want. That's fine. Watch what happens when you -3. Have fun.
Check out these fireworks.
Alright. I'll just get some Satyrs and kill you, Chandra. That works for me. Alright, and then I'm gonna eat your thing, drain you again. It's the gift that keeps on giving. Alright, Highlands. It's not possible to kill our opponent here. We can get pretty damn close with this Slaying Fire. We're going to be using this to hit face for sure. I guess I'm going to minus kill Chandra here then, so I can hit our opponent with the Satyrs instead. Maximize our damage. Should have probably gone Chandra first before combat. Just in case we got something tasty. Which we didn't. Okay, that's fine. And then gift up the Paradise. Okay, we're really well set up to finish our opponent right here. And look at that, they exploded. Deck is good because of my red finale. I'm gonna hit the doubt on that Cimerez. I'm gonna hit a strong doubt because I really want to cut that card, as it has done literally nothing every single time I've seen it. In fact, I think that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go do that now.